1963, March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom.
More than 250,000 people stood together and demanded the government invest in jobs, housing, education, and take action to increase the federal minimum wage, protect everyone's right to vote, and end all forms of discrimination.
I have a dream today.
But the dream is not yet realized. That's why working people are coming together and calling on elected officials to commit to fulfilling the goals of the march. 50 years ago, when march organizers called for full employment, the unemployment rate was 5%. Today, the rate is 7.6%. We cannot be complacent. In August 1963, the minimum wage was $1.15, equal to about $9.15 in today's dollars. March organizers called for a boost in the wage to lift more workers out of poverty. We've lost ground. At $7.25 an hour, the federal minimum wage is worth about $2 less. From 1950 to 1973, worker productivity and the median household income grew hand in hand. But over the past 40 years, the financial benefit of worker productivity has concentrated at the top. The income gap between the rich and the poor continues to widen. Average CEO compensation in the 1960s was about 18.3 times more than a typical worker's wages. Today, it's about 273 times more. Working people's right to vote is under relentless attack. The March on Washington is viewed as the impetus behind the Voting Rights Act of 1965. Within months of its passage, 250,000 new black voters registered. 4 years later, voter registration in the South more than doubled. On June 25, 2013, the U.S. Supreme Court set back years of progress by striking down Section 4 of the VRA, which requires states with a history of voter suppression to get federal approval before making any changes to election laws. Within 48 hours of the ruling, 6 states took steps to restrict voting rights and take advantage of the weakened law. The nation has made some progress toward the broader goals of the march, but 50 years later, we have a long way to go to achieve its vision for a more equal and just society.